What's up, my little tattletales? So what's up, Sussex squad? Yo, the tides are changing for Harry and Meghan. I think we need to put the praise hands up. We do it. Ooh. Y'all, if you don't know, Meghan has been having a fantastic week. Now, I know the week started off slow with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, excuse the pun, thinking they could just pile on Miss Meghan the Markle. However, Rahm Emanuel hit back. And baby, guess what? There is a front page apology right now with that vile Jeremy Clarkson, and the newspaper that published it had to eat their words, socks, hats, everything in between, and had to print an apology and retraction. But baby, it's not over. Because wouldn't you know that pesky little feud between Charles, Camilla, and Kate, and make no mistake, it is about Kate, right? Because William is literally blowing in the wind, dancing off beat at nightclubs. I don't know why. William just reminds me, I don't know why, whatever. You know that one song, "This is the rhythm of the night." Hey, I feel like William is like, oh, it's my song, Mr. Roboto. Okay, fine, right? I'll get to work. Y'all, it has just been released, what we all know, but in page 6, there's been confirmation that Kate was the one in charge. Get my fingers right. Kate was the one in charge and led the cry against literally blackballing Meghan. You know, Kate the Great, Kate the Conqueror, Kate the Peacemaker, Kate who was in tears at Meghan's wedding because Meghan had the nerve to tell Kate, "I'm not remaking every child's dress at my wedding. The dresses are fine." Kate has been exposed for being the main instigator behind the feud. And you know that whole recollections may vary? Yeah, they're trying to say, now listen, we all know the Palace was on 10 with the Oprah stuff. So you know they put 20 on 10. But the fact that they are literally talking trash about Kate, they are saying that she was the one responsible for the recollections may vary. Oh, you didn't know? The Palace wanted to have something more conciliatory. They wanted to make friends. They miss Harry. They left Harry and Meghan. But Kate was the one that demanded that that the rebuttal be harsh, called them out as liars. And if his article can be believed, and I 100% believe it, Kate is responsible for this feud, which means Kate is responsible for the fall of the Roman Empire. Y'all, let's get into it. Where do you want to, let's do the Jeremy Clarkson thing first. I think this is actually the most important. Okay. The Sun newspaper on Saturday published an apology to Meghan the Markle. That's right, Rahm Emanuel. You better come through. On its front page, and said, oh, it's not over. It said that they realized that with free expression comes responsibility. The paper statement followed a ruling on Friday by the UK press regulator IPSO with an opinion piece about the Duchess of Sussex published December 22nd and said it was sexist in tone. 25,000 people complained to the regular IPSO after a column by Jeremy Clarkson appeared in the Sun newspaper. This is after he had curds and whey and apple wine with Camilla. Nye. This is after he had curds and whey and apple wine with Camilla. And remember how Camilla walked out with a smirk. Piers Morgan on one side, Jeremy Clarkson on the other, smirking like they ate the cat. Camilla really thought she did something. She thought she ate. She was like, yeah, baby, let me unleash my Diana-esque people of doom on Meghan Markle. The only thing she didn't come for is like, baby, you got away with it one time with Diana because we didn't have social media back then. Baby, I dare you. I double dare you to try that mess with Meghan. They did. They lost. Now it looks like Camilla's turning on Kate. I'm not mad. Anyway, they said IPSO chairman Lord Falk said the article was humiliating and degrading towards the Duchess. The regulator rejected complaints that the article was racist in tone, inaccurate, and sought to harass Meghan. Now, of course, they wanted to put that. People also said it was racist, but we said, no, it wasn't. It was. But you know, the UK, they don't even want to acknowledge that the slave trade happened, and they were one of the biggest things. So I don't expect them to. This is good enough. Anyway, right? Clarkson, I believe, was fired. The Sun had to print a wide-scale apology. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. Let's get into the way Kate the Great is being thrown under the bus. Okay? They are acknowledging that Kate was the one responsible for all this bad blood. I will say that I think this feud between Kate and Camilla has spilled over. I think the reason why they're throwing Kate under the bus is because Camilla, and here's the thing, Camilla's so smart. Of course she wanted Meghan smeared, but Camilla knows when to keep her hands off. Camilla was just sitting there eating her apples. And Charles was like, Camilla, stop trotting in place. I'm trying to think. What shall we reply? I don't know, right? William was like, just like in the corner, like screaming, right? And Kate was like, no. And the queen, because the queen's not, I know that's Harry's grandmama. The queen's not innocent at this, because she could have went and defended them even more. But she's gone now, so who cares? If you guys can't tell, I'm not a monarchist. I think that the monarchy should be destroyed. I think a class system, a ruling system, I think it's ridiculous. But you know what? Forget what I think. Anyway, they were like, oh, let me just get to this, right? They said, Prince William and Kate Middleton insisted on prodding the palace to issue a vigorous response after Harry and Meghan Markle's blockbuster March 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey. Again, William and Kate are the ones that did this. You push the only stars of the royal family out so you guys can have fake puff pieces where William walks around where 3 people aren't even there for him and they have barricades lined up. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, watch my old video. There's a royal playlist. William made a plum full of himself. And again, I think William and Kate are getting mad that they're realizing that they are just smoke and mirrors. You can publish a million articles, baby. It's still all smoke and mirrors. Anyway, right? In the chat, the couple alleged that an unnamed member of the royal family questioned the color of their then unborn son, Prince Archie. After the show aired in the UK, the then Duke and Duchess of Cambridge huddled with palace officials, probably Jason North, on how to deal with the Sussex incendiary allegations. Lowe writes that the draft statement had, at that point, not included the phrase that was to become famous. Some recollections may vary. The whole family is saddened to learn the full extent of how challenging the last few years have been for Harry and Meghan. That was the statement released and issued by the late Queen Elizabeth II. However, this is the part that, just listen. The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately. Harry, Meghan, and Archie will always be much loved members of the family. Now, here's the thing. They said it had a much milder version. The debate was, do you rise entirely above it or offer an olive branch to Harry and Meghan, being much loved members of the family, or is there some moment when you have to intervene and offer a view? While there was some concern about getting into a tit-for-tat with the California-based royals, William and Kate made it clear where they stood on the thorny matter. They wanted it toughened up a bit. They were both of one mind that we needed something that said that the institution did not accept a lot of what was being said. Now, all I want to know is, you let baby brain take control of this when you know the only reason she probably want that in there was, 1, she's the person that wondered about Archie's skin color, or 2, Mumbles make baby brain whatever. She literally, I think, she wanted to make it clear that she was the one that made Meghan cry. You let baby brain, baby bumble wumble make a decision that had the royal family mocked and ridiculed still to this day. Lowe writes that William stressed that the courtiers come up with a forceful way of making sure that we are saying that this does not stand. Imagine being so entitled that even your clapbacks, you yell at your staff, something perfect that's going to humiliate Harry and make his mixed race bride Meghan pay. That was like literally, he really is King Joffrey from the Red Wedding in Games of Thrones. Anyway, they said that Kate was right behind him on it. William's private secretary, John Christopher Gray, was the author of a now famous phrase, and once it was added, it was the Duchess of Cambridge who insisted it remain. So when he added that, this story is saying, and this is page 6, which is very royal friendly. This means this is coming from one of the royal camps, Camilla and Charles, saying, no, the recollections may vary. That's gonna like throw fuel on the fire. We're trying to calm them down. Girl, don't you know they're telling the truth? You were right there. And Kate was like, no, and you need to stand there. Which lets me to believe that one of the reasons that Kate maybe stays with William is maybe their personalities are more alike than people like to think. They said it was Kate who clearly made the point. History will judge this statement, and unless this phrase or a phrase like it is included, everything that they have said will be taken as true. The new draft was sent to Buckingham Palace for approval. Of course, Harry's father and his grandmother ain't ish, and they both signed off on it. And a couple of hours later, word came back that the Queen had said yes. I do want to say this. The Queen at this point was really, really ill. So did she actually okay it, or was it Angela Kelly? I'm just saying. The Queen was ill. She wasn't in her right mind. Maybe I'll let it slide. The source added that this was yet another example of how much steelier Kate is than she appears. The now Princess of Wales is, according to the source, playing the long game and understands that this is her life's work and she will one day be queen. It is her life's work. She doesn't have anything else to show for it, right? Some people would think that's enough. I think whatever. My whole point is, do you see how Kate, you're playing checkers and Camilla is playing chess very steadily with a scalpel. Camilla is getting under Kate's skin very steadily, very slowly, and cutting away this carefully honed image that Kate loves and clings to. You're slowly cutting away the image that William is a devoted family man who loves you. You're slowly cutting away the image that you're some peacemaker that just quietly sits there. Slowly, Camilla, slowly, but also perfectly, is going to remove these fallacies and these things that Kate that Kate has been allowed to propagate. Even the way you were one of the main people telling William to go in on Harry, and had the nerve to be like, Kate is the peacemaker and she's the steel behind William. Y'all, listen, I do want to say this. I've said it once and I've said it again. Kate and William as a couple are not long for this world. I believe there will be a divorce, and I think it will step in around the time that George goes away to Eton. And if you guys don't know, Kate is fighting tooth and nail to keep George home and just do day school until he turns 18, because she knows that once that familial bond is separated with George, it is curtains. But listen, you guys, what do I know? I do know that in this internet age, it's going to become harder and harder and harder to hide William stepping out and hide exactly what's going on. Anyway, you guys, just thought I'd do this. What's up, Sussex Squad? Listen, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.